Shalom, Israel. Just coming back at y'all with another sit down, another Car Chronicles. Um, this one is kind of pretty much the same thing that I always say to brothers. You know, this video is I had to make the same point at least 100 times in 100 different videos, which is, why do y'all brothers talk about one another? Why do y'all watch one another? I know that the scriptures, talk about us being watchmen, and that's fine. But it's like to the level that we're taking it sometimes, it's insane. We're worried about each other. We need to be worried about salvation. And we need to be worried about ourselves. Israel's preoccupation with other Israelites, to me, is borders on insanity. And it's also a result of a lot of you dudes that's not examining yourself. The scriptures talk about examining yourself before you sit here and talk about the next man. And I keep repeating myself, but I've come to realize that there's going to be brothers out there that's just not right. And I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect either. I got that part right. I don't sit there and watch other Israelite camps. This is the reason why a lot of y'all cheat yourselves out of learning. A lot of y'all stay at the same level y'all at. You don't get no deeper or smarter or more able to bring out this word, because all y'all doing is watching each other. You watch videos from another camp while you could actually be learning from them. Because I don't know where you get this thing about, I can't learn from somebody that's not from my camp. I learn a lot from people that are not in my camp. Doesn't make me a sellout. I still look at the information and still, measure it up to what I've been taught. I don't just sit here and fucking say, hey, you know what? Because this brother is from House of Israel, I can't learn from him. Fuck that. Because this brother's HODC 12, well, they're not that deep in the scriptures. Oh, this brother's from AOC, I can't learn from him. Nah, fuck that. You need to, brothers in this truth need to better themselves any way possible. Sometimes you need a different set of eyes to look at this information. I'm not gonna stop my learning because some of it may come from somebody from another church. I don't do that. I can't see how brothers do that shit with a clean conscience. A lot of Israelites, man, I'll be honest with you, a lot of brothers ain't shit, man. A lot of you look for others to fail and look for the worst in brothers. I don't have time for that shit. I don't have time. We got a lot of work to do. And a lot of the work starts with home. We that's out there in the streets teaching have to have some damn mercy, have to stop being so preoccupied with other men. That preoccupation with other men is the fucking problem. That competition is the goddamn problem, man. Are we raising a camp or are we raising a nation? Because every time I see certain camps videos, I see, don't try this at home, and we're professionals, and what do you think I am, motherfucker? What do you think? What do you think the rest of us are out there in the streets? if not trained professionals. You know, you're feeding the streets a lie that only you and yours believe in. I personally don't give a fuck if somebody says, you know what, I love men of valor, but I think it's time to, you know, I want to go elsewhere. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know? And that brother goes out there and raises a nation. Don't you know that if that brother's my fruit, it don't matter what camp he starts. Everybody that comes in under him is under my tree. So it don't fucking matter if he's in my church. All the works that he does is still, the Lord is still going to look at it. You know, I use you the way you raise him up. And that's important, man. That's important. That's important to learn and understand. You know, doesn't matter what church. I could teach a brother, and then he says, you know what, man, I love you and respect you as the brother who taught me, but you know, I'll take my talents to ISUPK because, you know, I just agree with their teaching or their doctrine more. And what if he raises, you know, say 20 brothers into the truth, just not into the full truth, right? He raises them up into the ISUPK doctrine, right? But those 20 fruits are, 10 of them are the elect. So the Lord used me to raise him up, to raise them up. That's all my fruit. And in the heavens, they're not recognizing niggas as camps. They're not saying, oh, well, you know, he taught them, but they're kind of off because they went to ISUPK. No. They still have time to repent and to come into the full faith. And what if they never leave ISUPK and they just say, you know what, we just ain't taking the chip though? That's better yet. That's better yet. So we're focused on the wrong damn things here, man. We're focused on strife, and the scriptures don't have a profound example of people in the faith knowing that they're Israel and beefing like we do. Look at the scriptures. You don't see people beefing over any disagreement in the scriptures like that. You know, when you read the scriptures and it talks about contend for the truth and everything, you have to also gauge it against what you see, what examples you see in the scriptures. You don't see people fighting like that. Oh, you a nigga because you don't agree with me. No, I would say, listen, if you don't believe the chip is the mark of the beast at this point, I just pray for you to have mercy when that time comes. I pray that you realize at that time that the chip is the, you know, you don't get it right now, that's fine. I don't mind, I don't care whether or not you get it right away. As long as you get it before the time comes. That's what I care about. You could be in this truth for 20, 30 years not believing the chip is the mark of the beast. But as long as you don't take it and you're doing everything you're supposed to, and you come out of it at a certain point, then that's what matters. I'm not sitting here preoccupied with brothers. There's so much shit I got to work on myself. I got to work on myself a lot for me to sit here and fucking worry about what other men are doing with their lives. Oh, you see, this brother teaches this. This brother does. Okay, so what? I'm going to still continue to teach what I see according to the scriptures and what's accepted by, multiple elders of reputable status when it comes down to the scriptures. And that's it. It's that simple. I'm not bitter. We're bitter against the captivity. We're bitter against the nation. We can't forget that. We can't forget that we're here in captivity. And we're not in captivity towards the brothers that you mad at. We might be here because of them, but it's not for you to get mad at them. Don't get mad at another brother and say, oh, you're the reason why we went into slavery. Nigga, you're the reason why we are the reason why we went into slavery. We have to do better as a nation. Stop worrying about the next man. That's some shit that should have went out a long time ago. Oh, let's worry about what IUIC is doing. Fuck that. IUIC is doing the same thing that they've been doing for the past however many years they've been out there. Oh, let's worry about what GOC is doing, GOCC. And listen, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I used to be one of them that's worried, sitting here, maybe not necessarily worried or infatuated, but I used to be like that. I used to be sitting here fucking watching other men to speak negative about them. Fuck that shit, man. Why? If you're a true man of the Lord, why the fuck are you worried about all these men who you don't feel are men of the Lord? Your moves, the way you think, the way you act, has to be centered around Yahushua. What did Yahushua do? What was Yahushua's message? Yahushua's message was that you have to be more righteous than the Pharisees. How do you be more righteous than the Pharisees? Is by having mercy, by loving your brother, not hating him, wanting to see him, I would say succeed, but not necessarily succeed in this world, succeed in the spirit. Because you got a lot of brothers out there that, oh, ISUPK, Yohana's gonna he's 2/3 missile food, he's sold out and shit. No, I don't want none of these brothers, elders or leaders. I don't want none of them to sell out. You know that there are gonna be sellouts. There have been sellouts. But you pray, Yahushua prayed for Israel. I don't recall one time that he said he wants somebody to perish or die or some shit. I never once saw that. From what I see in the scriptures, Yahushua wanted the best for everybody, but had to rebuke people when they went off. But with that, I'm going to say shalom. I'm out.